Hello everyone, I am Apex Gamester and welcome back to episode 8 of the RAC PACK modded AT launcher server. I'm not going to lie to you, I have an awful lot of things that I have to show you since the last episode with the Moon mini-series completed now, the group endeavor that we all embarked on to the Moon. But sort of leading up to that, and in the space in between the other videos, you know, an awful lot has changed with my base. So that's kind of why I'm looking off into the distance right now. But as I turn around, I will unveil my new look base, and there it is. I've used the great wood planks, and then I've used these sort of slanted carpenter blocks. Blocks that you can make slants with, and it really makes a cool effect. And if I go over to the tree here, which you will see later on in the episode as well, no spoilers, and then turn around, you'll see the true decent view of the base. And in the distance there you can see the launch pad that we used as well to set off to the Moon. So yes, back to normal business. Hope you like the look of this thing. It took me quite a while. I like this fountain thing coming down as well. I may do more of a water feature down here. I haven't quite decided yet, but it's basically just an aesthetic thing, and believe me, this is nothing like what I've got to show you. Inside you can see that things have changed. I've still got the industrial craft stuff just over there, but I'm waiting for the power to run out before I move it away. Let's see what's changed in here. I don't think an awful lot has changed in here. My refineries have stopped again because I'm full of oil and fuel, so refineries aren't needed. I now have 2 of these guys, and to power them I have another 2 of the compression dynamos. So still all a completely self-contained, sustainable system. I had this room down here dug out a while ago. I still haven't decided on a purpose for it. I was going to use it to store lava, but that's would no longer be the most efficient place to put it, and I will explain in a second. So, top floor, not much has changed. I've just opened things out a little bit. Like this has gone back a little bit. And these machines are still here, but again, I'm just waiting to use up the rest of that power, which I can actually do now. If I just plunk it into the now different looking jetpack, you will see that if you've watched my videos on the roguelike dungeons and the Moon series, you'll see that I'm sporting a nanosuit armor. I do have the leggings somewhere. I can't remember why I'm not wearing those. But the nanosuit, if I go into the recipe, there it is. Advanced nano chest plate is the advanced electric jetpack that I had already made. Nanosuit body armor and a couple carbon plates, and you know, some fairly inexpensive stuff once you've got the electric jetpack. And then I have the nanosuit helmet as well. This was a little bit more complicated because we needed the night vision goggles, and the night vision goggles take a lot of resources, and I have Parker to thank for we sort of came together and built one of these each. So yeah, these heat exchangers especially are very, very expensive to build, but it's pretty cool. So that's now out of power. These things are all empty. That still has a small threshold of power. That's only coal, so these things don't have any things in them, so I can actually break these now. I was in the nether, and I lost the advanced diamond drill. I lost it. A nether, what do you call them? Silverfish. They came out, and I was attacking it, and somehow switched over to that, and it stole it from me. So, wasn't happy about that. Wasn't happy about that at all. I still have the smeltery here, but I'm going to move that probably downstairs somewhere. little bit out of the way. This room hasn't really changed much. So if I go down one floor, I had the quarry set up here, and it still is. I'm now running a very, very large quarry. I popped on this morning and didn't actually seem to have done much, but fuel is missing from the quarry, and it seems to have gone down a couple levels. I will show you just how big it is. It's been running now for well over a week, and it is 12 chunks by 12 chunks, which is absolutely massive. The only problem is that I've done it overground because I wanted all the trees. And as a result of that, there's now a big, fat, ugly hole in the world. And I'm going to have to do something to fill that up. I'm not sure what that is yet. I might have to use a filler or something, or I'm going to have to do something just to make this not look so ugly, because I may actually do a build with this, actually. Come to think about it. But, that would be a mammoth project. I mean, it's absolutely huge, and it doesn't help the fact that there is tainted area right there. So, I already started to fill in the smaller of the quarries, but, I just didn't get around to finishing that off. But, this is the idea. I just kind of wanted to naturally cover the terrain, just so, it doesn't look so bad, and that you can't notice it on the old Dyn map. Down here I was experimenting with the sponges from Open Blocks. They're a brand new thing, and they basically destroy, or they soak up all source blocks of water in a certain radius, as you can see here. The problem is that it doesn't ignore, that's not the right word, it doesn't get rid of all the water once all the source blocks are gone. So although these looks like source blocks here, they're actually not. I've tried to get rid of them with all sorts of things, buckets, more sponges, and it completely now ignores the rest of the water. So I cannot get rid of the rest of the water unless I was to go around with more sponges, and this is a fairly large area and it would take me a while. So but it can have quite a cool effect. If you come down here, you can make like these waterways, that don't really adhere to the physics of the world. Also doing quarries, I have noticed a sort of a bug, especially with draconic ore, that it appears in bedrock, and you can break through this, and then you can actually fall through the world, which is not ideal at all, especially if you can't get back up, because that could cause you to lose all your stuff forever, and they can't put a gravestone in nowhere, so that's not ideal. Let me see if I have a block I can fill that up with. Okay, apparently I'm dying. There we go. Hey, stay still, Jesus. There we go, I'll get some cobble and fill that up for now. So yeah, that's not ideal. But yeah, so I was kind of experimenting here with that, but now I can no longer get rid of this water, so I'm probably just going to cover this up and forget about it. At least it'll look pretty on the map. So yeah, this quarry, absolutely massive over here. It's running fast because I'm running an extra engine into it, but it's still taking its sweet time. And there's no surprise about that. What is going on? It seems to just be over this area here. Maybe this is why it hasn't done anything. Is this bugged? Is this bugged out? I think it's bugged out. Ah, I see what is happening. Every time it breaks, it creates more cobblestone. Oh, that has been a complete waste of fuel then on my part, because this has been running all night. Yeah, you guys are going to be a problem, aren't you? So yeah, it's been doing this constantly all night. That's awful. I want that guy's hat for a start. Come here. That's it. I want what you got. Thank you. Afro hat. So yeah, that's a big shame actually. That's kind of annoying. So if I try and destroy these source blocks of lava. Oh, I've run out of cobblestone. Where's my ender pouch? Do I have any more in there? I have some dirt from the moon. There. Will that do it? I think that could be a solution. I think I've got it. Excuse me, Mr. Angry Zombie. Okay, there we go. So we're back to normal now. So yeah, that was running all night doing that. So that is a problem. And one that can probably be solved with Pump Plus. Which is what I'll be working on in this episode. So I spent a lot of time going on about that. So let's quickly get back to base. As you noticed if you watched one of the roguelike dungeon videos, I think it was the first one, I found a portal gun, which has been a great help for me getting to and from the quarry, because I can just nip through the portal and I end up back here. So yeah. So down here was the storage area. The chests were all here and lovely with all the barrels and stuff. And I decided that I wanted to do a more in-depth sorting system, which is slightly more downstairs. So I still have some stuff left over in here, some train carts. This is mostly what I found in dungeons and villages. I still have some thermal expansion stuff in there as well. Just some little bits that I haven't quite managed to move downstairs yet. I've started building a ender quarry. And there's that chest is empty, so that can come with me now. And there's some more stuff in there again. I'm not quite sure what I wanted to do with this area yet, but I kind of want to make the first and this floor and this floor here into an actual home. You know, a bit of furniture, get some bibliocraft stuff on the go. I'm going to shut those doors. These are redwood bark doors, which is quite cool. So yeah, you know, a few rooms, you know, a bedroom or two, you know, a lounge, and you know, a nice area to be, and then keep all the machinery and stuff downstairs. There's two ways I can get downstairs. I've used before I go down there. This is what I was using for Galacticraft. This is all the spare stuff I have from Galacticraft. There. Right, did I still have some stuff in the ender pouch? Yes, I do. So let me grab that as well. There's this raw meteoric iron, which I will work on doing something with that in the near future. I still just got a couple things I wanted to do first. So let's get rid of all that stuff there. And actually, that Galacticraft moon dirt as well. So yes, this is one of the ways I can get downstairs, and it's these ramps, again made out of carpenter's block slopes, which is really cool, and you can choose your texture. And the first room was going to be the sorting system. I had a big thing set up here with item ducts, which I eventually scrapped because it got too complicated. I then thought that I would just use a load of gold chests and just label them like on my computer, and then just bring up a diagram of this with all the labels on, and then I'd know where everything was. And then I thought, you know, to hell with it, I'm going to make the ME system. If you don't know what that is, it's this thing right here. And it is a bit like a computer hard drive storage center. So here you have drive bays, and I've made two 64K storage units, which you know, you can store 63 different types of item, and I don't know how many of each item you can actually store, but you'll see if you go into the access terminal. I have, you know, like say 25,000 netherrack, which is because of my nether quarry, which is running through this system. And I have that running because I need netherrack. And I need netherrack because the reason is to power this thing. It takes a lot of power, basically. It takes 4.6 millijoules or Minecraft joules or whatever per tick, which I think Parker told me that I times that by 10, and that tells me how much in relation to thermal expansion, which is redstone flux per tick. So that's 40.6 redstone flux per tick. But as I start to add more drives and more access terminals and crafting terminals and things like that, this thing becomes quite a power-sucking machine. So I wanted to have something that would power it. And then I thought, you know, why not create a generator room that would be able to power my entire base forever? You know, something quite future-proof. So I did that. And I could have done it on camera, but it was quite a boring process. And but it is a beautiful thing once it's set up. Now I'll stand on one of these elevator blocks and go up one level, and then if I turn around, you will see it in all of its glory. There it is, guys. And it is a beauty. I haven't quite finished the other room in there, but I'll go in and show you that in a second. But this is beautiful. These are all magnetic dynamos. They all run off of lava, and they don't need to be cooled. That was one of the main reasons why I chose this. These things are bitches. Resonant energy cells. To craft these, you know, is a big headache, because you need, if I go there, you need Enderium. To create Enderium, you need Enderium blend and pyrotheum dust. And pyrotheum dust is all of these different dusts. You know, and then to create one of these, you have to make a redstone energy cell frame, and then you have to fill it with liquidized redstone. But they can hold 50 million redstone flux worth of energy each. And I have 20 of them, which means that my base now has a backup capacity of 1 billion redstone flux, which is quite a lot. And it's all connected, and I think it looks beautiful. All of it hidden in with these glass cover from Forge Microblocks. You know, I think it just looks like one hell of a room, and when it's lit up like this, it's a nice place to be. Now, this is the system that keeps it running. However, at the moment, it's sort of at a standstill because my lava tank downstairs is full up. But the nether quarry is running down there. All of the ores and stuff get filtered into those 6 chests downstairs, but all the netherrack comes up here, down here, and up into these 10 gold chests here. And these are all, you know, pretty much full or near on full with netherrack. They fill up quite quickly, actually, so I have to keep stopping and starting my nether quarry. But then they go into these magma crucibles, which turns netherrack into lava. And then the lava is fed through these side pipes into all the dynamos, which then powers them up, which creates power, which is beautiful. So these are fully powered up. Don't know why its own threshold isn't full up. How strange. Huh. Either way, all of these energy cells are completely full, so I still have that full 1 billion redstone flux worth of power. So there's 30 of these dynamos. And then any spare lava goes through this side pipe that you can just see there. And then if I go down one level, there we go, and go through this little side entrance, you'll see this very, very large lava tank, which can hold up to 10.3 million millibuckets of lava, which is about 10,368 buckets worth of lava. So that's pretty impressive. And then whenever I want to use this lava, I flip that switch. That sends lava up into the generator room and acts as a secondary lava source to power this thing. This part of the room isn't quite finished yet for various reasons. I did have a bigger ore doubler thing set up here, but it was self-contained power. And then when I built the generator room upstairs, I thought that it would be a good idea to scrap that and start again. So I will do that eventually. So I've rambled on about my base for quite a while now, 20 minutes, Jesus. So what I will do is go on to the point of this episode. And it is outside, and I don't know why I'm going up there, because I don't need to. There we go, and it actually goes all the way outside. Started using Dynmap, and it gives you a perspective of here, which if I F3, it'll tell me the direction, northwest. So it looks in from the southeast, in a northwesterly direction, which is fine, but my base is completely covered by this damn tree, which Parker put there. Now, I've spoken with him, and he said he doesn't mind me getting rid of this thing, which is no easy task. I mean, Jesus, look at it, it's huge. So, I have something planned for this episode that's going to make that job a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to cut away, I'm going to set that up, and then I'm going to come back and close the episode with that surprise. So bear with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and things did not go to plan. I already recorded what I had planned for the tree, and as you can see by looking at the tree, you can probably guess what it was. I rigged the whole thing with explosives, but I didn't put the explosives on platforms, which meant that they all fell to the bottom. And you got one of those little baby creepers. Is it a little baby creeper, or is that... Nope, that's just a normal creeper. Take this guy. So yeah, 18 pieces of TNT, and they all went to the bottom, and they all went through my cave that I used when I first started here. I learned a couple things out of it. Is that these are roots, and they run deep. I did not know that they ran deep, but they do. Look at these things. Real deep. Still going. Still going. There we go. Look how deep they run. Crazy. Never seen these root things before. I'm kind of sick of the whole redwood thing. You know, the novelty's worn off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a small quarry, and I'm just going to take this bitch down. But I'll do that off camera, get rid of it, sort out the floor there so it looks a bit better, but yeah, disappointing. So I scrapped that recording because it was quite embarrassing. So for the rest of this episode, I mean, there's not really a lot else to go through. So I think I'll probably just end it there. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you next time.